What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. We are here, back, recording live from the mothership. We're with some Southampton career mode. This is episode 45 and it's finally back. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody who even just requested the career mode while it was gone. I mean, we've been gone for quite some time and been getting some comments and stuff like that asking for the career mode to come back. I'm just happy that you guys enjoy it enough to miss it when it's gone. That alone is enough for me to be happy and feel like I've done my job. Be getting comments saying stuff like the career mode is still not stale and still enjoyable. And to be honest, that's like the best comment I can get regarding my career modes, because that is something that I truly agree with. That's something I truly strive for. My career modes, I don't want them to ever get stale. I feel like I could do career modes up to season 10 and still be entertaining. Of course, it comes down to consistency, because consistency is the key. Yeah, but it's Mary getting that. I did say I was gonna do a channel update for the for the reason why I was gone. As of right now, it ain't looking like I'm gonna get to that. Generally, I can't really bother to just jump on the channel update, so I'm gonna just give a quick like, basically I've got a new job. I got a new job quite some time ago. Well, not quite some time ago. I got a new job. And I work nights, so basically in the meantime I've been trying to adjust to working nights basically and find time to do videos. I've just been too tired, really. Been working nights and then sleeping during the day, but now I kind of got a handle, I got a grasp on what I'm doing, so now I could manage my time a little bit better and get back to doing these videos. And as you can see, usually like when as you see Jesse Rodriguez tucking away this penalty that he just won. But usually when FIFA videos kind of go away for a little while, like you check my channel page and everything else will still be getting uploaded. It's just FIFA that slowed down. This time, I took one of my longest breaks off of YouTube that I've done since I started. I went like 2 weeks without posting anything at all. And I went like a month and a bit without recording anything. Like all the videos you guys have seen on the channel, mostly the Devil May Cry videos, and Batman and Hitman and all that, they were recorded all in advance. So it'd been a long time since I recorded anything. Even this video recorded long in advance. So right now, I mean, I have some Southampton videos. Right now I don't have any Celta Vigo videos ready to go, but give me some time, just give me a couple days and we'll get some Celta Vigo videos up as well. But Southampton back right now, and really I'm just ready to get back rolling these videos out, because like I said, man, it's been a long time and it was almost kind of refreshing, to be honest. I can't lie, just taking a break from recording videos and just, I mean, I had some time to edit. I'm all caught up now on everything regarding my channel. Like any videos I had to edit that I hadn't edited, anything, as you see, all the walkthroughs were complete. We're all caught up and I'm basically ready to start fresh when it comes to recording new series and new videos. I also have a video coming out most likely today with my boy Wolfie that we recorded around Christmas time, playing no rules mode on FIFA. So keep an eye out on that later on today. That's gonna be entertaining. That was a funny ass video that I finally finished editing again. See, I just had a chance to keep up. But that's about it for the whole catch up. We're into this game now and we're 1-1 with Arsenal as they just leveled it up in the Carabao Cup. As you guys can see, huge chance right there for Nathan Redmond. This is all, I can't remember none of it, but I can't wait to get back on my Xbox and record some more Southampton career mode. Even more than Celta Vigo, I can't lie. Because we're deeper into the Southampton career mode, it's generally more entertaining for me to play. When you kind of start a new career mode, I find it takes a little bit of time for you to really gain that connection with it. Like I have the full connection with the Southampton career mode. I would love to keep doing Southampton career mode up to what are we now? We're in season 4. We in season 4 or season 3? I can't even remember. Oh, we're in season 3. So this is season 3. I'm in season 4 in terms of like actual, like when I go back to record another video, I'll be in season 4. I've pre-recorded all the way up to season 4. So I would happily go up to 6, 7 even. I could easily see that happening and see a lot of young players go up. Players like Brewster and Van der Linden, Van der Meer, Sofiane Boufal pulling us back into this game though, 47 minutes in after we dropped behind to an Arsenal goal. I think it was Mohamed Elneny who put them into the lead. Carabao Cup, we did change the lineup. I didn't even speak on the lineup. But you see players like Van der Linden in the squad right here. Buffal getting a start. Buffal is just a dangerous man. Like, I mean, it's poor defending, really. You don't have to wind up your foot that much to just clear the ball. Just get rid of it, get away, get out of danger. Yeah, he didn't do any of that. And Sofiane Buffal basically just went right through him to get on the end of that. But Nathan Redmond finding Van der Meer, who plays a brilliant ball through into Sofiane Buffal. In behind again. Sofiane Buffal brilliantly driven into that far post, bottom corner. And this man has been absolutely, I can't remember, like, I'm lost in the mix. I'm all lost in the sauce right now. I don't remember what happened in the last episode. But what I do remember from Season 3 is Buffal was absolutely sensational. This man was on fire. Genuinely, I can't even remember how far into this season we are. I'm going to have to go back and check all of that. Like, are we even after January? Have we got to January? No, we ain't even got to January yet in this season. In this series. That's crazy. We have a long way to go, but good effort there from Aubameyang, and almost pulling them back into the game. But it was a real quick fire double from Sofiane Buffal. It got us the win in this Carabao Cup tie. The man turned up again, making things happen, and we go through. I mean, it's a rotating squad, which we generally rotate in the Carabao. I mean, we rotate in any cup, we rotate in any game, really, but Carabao Cup is a chance for more players like the youth to get in the starting lineup and make something happen for them. Buffal has been doing it in the league, in the cups, but this man, his finishing is something that really stood out to me when using him. Like, his finishing is kind of crazy. But going up against Bournemouth now, away from home at the Vitality Stadium, which is always a tough game. I always speak on it. The camera angle switches up when you play against Bournemouth, and their lineup isn't too bad. Players like Lerma up in there, they're strong. But right now, this is the lineup we're going with. We got the Trinity sitting right there, Oriol Romeu, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Lamina in the middle. Bournemouth will coming forward, and look at the way our defense is open. This is all new to me. Like, this is as far back as I can remember. I don't even see Burgstaller is getting booked. I don't even remember what was that for. I don't even feel like I needed to show this. Well, this is kind of unnecessary. But Bournemouth coming forward. I'm looking at the camera angle right now, and it doesn't actually look like, it looks a little bit better than I remember. But when you're playing against Bournemouth and you play game after game in a regular stadium with a regular camera angle, then you come to play against Bournemouth and it's just the tiniest switch of the camera angle. Like, the angle changed, the zoom has changed a little bit, and it's almost as if the camera is just slanted a little bit, and it makes a huge, it just feels uncomfortable, to be honest with you. It just feels completely different. It feels wrong. But this is something I've been talking about for quite some time, and I really want EA to do more to differentiate between home and away games in FIFA. They feel they make no difference, really. Like, they make absolute, sometimes it seems like teams attack more when they play at home, sometimes, but I don't know if that's actually a thing. It might just be coincidental. But I would love to see EA make it so that playing a team, going to travel away, can actually, I don't know, have an effect on your players, or maybe have an effect on their players. They play better when they're at home. I don't feel like that's actually a thing in FIFA that actually makes a difference. It seems, I mean, you could, again, it might be coincidental, but we're playing at Vitality Stadium right now. We are 2-0 down against Bournemouth as Jordan Ibe does something that he seems to struggle to do in real life, which is actually find the back of the net. So 41 minutes is the game, and we actually have to try and get ourselves back into it. Yazbal plays a nice ball into Bertrand Traore, who's carrying a knock as he tries to find the far post right there, but Begovic was a good save. Ball goes into the back post right there. I don't know who got that touch onto it, but Areola is forced to make a save and missing the mark right now. Bertrand Traore, 47 minutes played, only one shot. It's on target. I mean, that seems like you're kind of picking on him just a little bit. I mean, let the man work. Give the man some time. 47 minutes in. Vasquez stepping over free kick. And Oyarzabal with a beautiful effort. The man said, that looking like a messy free kick. I can't lie. He made it look real easy. Lucas Vasquez stepping over it. He absolutely sold that guy. Look at the guy at the edge of the wall. It ain't even a shot, but it was Bergstaller. So you scored the goal, but I mean, I don't want to say that he cost them the goal because, I mean, all he did was run out a little bit. The whole wall as a unit didn't jump. So they kind of all cost themselves. If they jumped, maybe they would have gone to the end of it. But I've never understood the concept of the wall not jumping when the opposition get a free kick. You are literally there to jump. That's your only job, to block the free kick. And then it comes in, you don't jump. Doesn't make sense. But 73 minutes in, what does make sense, if I don't remember anything about this career mode, the one thing I do remember is Bertrand Traoré was scoring goals for fun. And they're picking on him. Missing the mark, apparently. I quote. Look at him. Look at my boy now. I mean, this is something I was been getting messages about as well. Hey, listen. If you're watching this video and you're even considering leaving without, first of all, leaving a like, but second of all, without going ahead and telling me how much you enjoy it, I can't get enough of that. But we got big bad news right here. Bertrand Traoré is out for 2 months with a broken toe. So that knock he picked up, he was able to complete the game, but he's going to be out for a whole 2 months, and that is tough because we're about a month off of January at this point. Now that I remember when this happened, we're about a month off, maybe not even a month, a few weeks off of January. So I mean, October, damn. Oh no, okay, so we were going into November, so we were more than a month off. I was completely wrong. So we were approaching the January transfer window. Is what I meant to say. We were going into November. So, I mean, we were basically left with limited options to play up front. And I believe at this time as well, Gabbiadini was injured. I might be wrong. But again, I'm trying to guess. But like I was saying, man, I can't get enough. I just love it when you guys compliment me in my career mode, because it makes me so happy to know you guys appreciate the way I run my career modes, because I could just try and be like everyone else, but I really don't. It doesn't entertain me. Like, I could try and clickbait and sign Mbappe for 200 million, and I would sign Delict and who else are the young players this year that everyone's buying? I don't know. I could go and buy Zaha. I just find that boring, and I love the fact that you guys appreciate some of the different signings I make that other people ain't making, because that's what makes it my career, but that's what makes it different. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things that makes it entertaining. One of the players that you won't see signed too often is Sergi Dada, who's really coming into his own since finally scoring his first goal for the team. It took him a while to get his first goal, but since he's done it, really stepping up. Hit a good effort off the post right there, and a brilliant crucial block from the Basel defender, stopping us from taking the lead. Valverde creating well, and here's Sergi Dada. He's got a man running inside. That man is Jose Rodriguez, who's leading the line today, and he's denied by the keeper. Now, we did switch up the team, as you can see, quite a little bit right here, but we actually weren't in the strongest position. I think I just showed the Champions League group. I might have. I can't remember. I'm all over the place right now, but we weren't qualified by any means. We weren't there was a strong chance we didn't get through into the knockout stages. So I mean, whilst we rotated, this just shows you how much faith I have in my squad. That I would never put out a squad that I don't feel will get the job done. I wouldn't do that. I don't rotate just for the sake of it. This is just the faith and belief I have in my players. But after numerous chances created by us and still unable to find the back of the net, Basel finally got themselves coming forward, and it's their captain who almost created something good for them, but his header just wasn't finding the back of the net. Brilliant play from Hesse to just let it run past his body a little bit. He pulls it back. It eventually falls to Almiron. And if there's another player who's having a brilliant season this year, it is Miguel Almiron, a player who, believe it or not, recently signed for Newcastle. And it's just, I mean, you know, I'm taking all the credit for that. I knew this guy was a beast. He's come to Newcastle and he's actually playing really well. And he's looking like a baller, if I dare say it. I mean, he's looking like a baller. But I already knew he was a baller, you know. Miguel, all the Southampton career mode fans knew he was a baller too. I've been looking to sign this guy for many career modes in the past. There's just a lot of players you'll see me sign who have been on my radar for many FIFAs. But Bertrand Traoré is another one, a player who I've been thinking about signing for a long time, but it's just never happened until this career mode. And look who steps up again and finds the back of the net is Sofiane Boufal on the left hand side. With the left foot just tucking it away into that far post, doing an absolutely brilliant job. This man, He is just on fire. Like, there's no other way to put it. He's just looking good. But like I was saying, I mean, just a little insight again. When I start a career mode, you guys can't even imagine how long my shortlist is. Like, I really just go, when I start a career mode, the first thing I do when I turn off the camera, like I record episode 1 and I get into it, the first thing I do is I make a shortlist. Always. It's like the most fun thing for me. But brilliant play down that line. I think it was Almiron just keeping it on at the touchline before pulling it back to Sergi Dada. Just look at Almiron, just can't be touched. Just can't be touched before pulling it back to Dada. And he scores another one. Dada really stepping up, man. I'm happy with Sergi Dada because first, he joined us in January last year. And he was a player who I really felt like just wasn't gelling. Like, every time I played him, it felt like it made the whole team worse. Like, when I put him on the pitch, it felt like my whole offense struggled because of it. And he wasn't scoring. I mean, we were just not looking as good going forward. But now, since he scored his first goal especially, he's just playing a lot better. I mean, I've started playing him deeper as well. And that's probably, look, we're starting him right here in the defensive midfield position. We've got Lamina and Højbjerg ahead of him. And that is really helping as well. And that's a big difference. But what was that? What was I saying? What was the topic I was on? Yeah, my shortlist. I go through every single league. I check every team just to see if there's a player on that. Because sometimes you forget about players. Like, sometimes you forget until you actually click on that team. You'd be like, oh yeah, he plays for this team. Oh yeah, I like this guy. And then I'll put any player on the shortlist who I even remotely enjoy watching in real life. Cause I don't buy. I mean, you guys will know by now if you've been on the channel for a while. I don't buy players. This goes back to buying players like Mbappe and stuff. I don't buy players who are good on FIFA or who's OP on FIFA. You know, I don't do that. Cause I mean, you know, I could buy these players, but if I don't like them, then I'm not gonna enjoy it. I buy players who I enjoy watching in real life. I like their style. Players like Bertrand Traoré. I like the way Bertrand Traoré plays. So, I mean, I buy him, and especially because I play FIFA. I always try and play FIFA in a simulation style. So when I play, I try and recreate styles. I try and perform with each player the way they play in real life. You know, I don't get Bertrand Traoré on the ball and start doing a million tricks and cutting into his right foot and bending. Like, he doesn't play like that. So I try and play how he plays. So yeah, I mean, I'm rambling now. I'm going off into a completely different topic about how I run my career modes. But again, it just comes back to I appreciate the fact that you guys are enjoying watching me do what I do and not asking me to do things differently like everyone else. And I appreciate that, man. And that's, I mean, I don't necessarily want a fan base who's gonna come and ask me to sign this youngster because he's got 98 potential. I said 98. I mean, I would probably buy that player if he had 90. No, but you guys know what I mean. I'd rather I didn't have comments like that all the time. Sign Zaha. He's cheap and OP. I don't want a player who's OP. You know, I don't really. But yeah, I kind of want to have to work for my wins and victories. But back into the game, at least. We are down against Tottenham. Son Heung-min. Let's talk about how good Son Heung-min is as well. Let's not waste time. But I really do love Son. One of my favorite players in the world. And it just sucks that he plays for Tottenham. It just sucks that he plays for Tottenham. God damn it. We're still trying to get something out of this game. 40 minutes gone. Lucas Vasquez putting it into the box. And Willy Orban, the player the ball falls onto, whose head the ball falls onto, just wide. Couldn't get enough. I mean, it was an awkward one for him to attempt to header, but done his best. Wasn't able to find it back in net. Tottenham come forward again as Son Heung-min hitting the post one more time, and this time it falls to Harry Kane. 2 goals down at home. We've had some great home form so far this season up to this point. Will we be able to turn it around? Again, we was 2-0 down a little bit earlier against Bournemouth. We was able to turn the game completely around. Will we be able to do the same in this one? I'm not too sure. I mean, it's a tough ask against a team like Tottenham. Bournemouth and Tottenham, 2 completely different slices of cake. Let's put it that way. Pieces of pie? I don't know. 2 different classes. Let's just put it that way. Let's call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. But right now, it's not looking like we're going to get back into it. Because now we're 3 down. So that means 4 goals for a win, 3 goals for a draw. It's basic maths. Quick maths. Tottenham really were just, by the looks of it, I ain't going to sit here and act like I remember what was happening. I don't. But by the looks of it, if you are observing the same game I'm observing, it just looks like they're outplaying me. To be perfectly honest, I don't remember a clear chance we're having. But how much time do we have? How much time do we have going into this highlight? Because there's still a chance. Jesse Rodriguez finds Lamina. 56 minutes. There's still time. Lucas Vasquez down the right hand side. I don't know what. Who's that in goal? Who is that? It ain't Lloris. It certainly ain't. It better not be Bern Leno, because that kind of looks how Bern Leno looks in this game. But that is poor goalkeeping. It doesn't matter who it is. I appreciate you. I thank you for letting that slip underneath, because Lucas Vasquez really didn't catch that at all. He really didn't catch that. A player who's having a relatively quiet season compared to how brilliant he's been in the first 2 seasons for us. But 3-1, 72 minutes. There's still hope if we could just take over the game and start dominating. Adrian Rabiot with a chance right there. 73 minutes. Pjanic coming off for Harry Winks. Again, still time in this game, but I don't know how many highlights are left. I'm going to go out on a whim and say I don't think we're going to do it, but there is a chance. I think that's Kapushka on the ball right there. Finding Sergi Dada into Jesse Rodriguez. Finding Lamina. Jesse Rodriguez is back here. Jesse Rodriguez trying to bend it. And the keeper is able to hold on to that one. If we could have got that goal, 10 minutes left to play, there would have been a big chance, but we fall to defeat, unfortunately, against Tottenham Hotspur. Mauricio Pochettino comes back to his old club and is able to beat us. Tottenham, one of the better teams in the league, always in FIFA, like always in FIFA. Every year of every edition of FIFA, and then every like season within career mode, Tottenham are always one of the strongest sides in career mode. And it's weird because you will always see the big teams struggling. Like you always see someone like Arsenal or Man United or Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, any of them, you'll always see them down. Let's look at the table. There's probably one. Look, Liverpool in 15th. Even Man City and Arsenal 10th, 11th. You'll never see Tottenham there. You'll never see Tottenham there. Tottenham are always up there in career mode. It's weird. Look, Tottenham are probably first. Well, oh, wait. I ain't first. Oh, they played an extra game. They played an extra game. We'll let it slide. But you see, Tottenham are always on job on this game. Always. It's just weird. I don't know why, because every other team fails. Every other team flops, and that's annoying, but Tottenham never do. That's it for today's episode of Career Mode. Back tomorrow for another one. Make sure you join me. But yeah, I mean, I hope at least we cleared up a little bit as to why Career Mode has been a little bit, what's the word? Invisible on the channel. But yeah, like I said, give me a couple days to record some Celta Vigo content, and we'll get that up as well. It's just right now we have Southampton career mode footage lying around in abundance. Please leave a like on this one. This is the returning video. Please go ahead and show some support. Like, share, subscribe. I miss you guys, man. But I'm back for now. We're out. Peace.